Hmm. I have no idea where I am right now. No idea. So, this is kind of weird how I'm starting this video, guys, I know. But from this day forward, big things happen. Big things are happening. We're gonna figure this out. So I can try to explain a little bit where I am. I feel like I've just been running into all the right people. Somebody that I used to work with knows a film director, and she was just like, oh, I don't even gotta introduce you. And she said you could come to the studio, she already know who you are. I'm like, oh. So here I am. We're gonna see how this plays out. Oh, and hello camera. I'm seeing this sign now, and I'm trying to look as close as I can. It says something like Michael's Grand Truck Yard. Whatever that is, y'all. Whatever that is. Okay, so POV, just got done taking some real cinematic pictures with my cam. There's some other shots that I've seen down there in little areas where I can pose and take some better pictures, but it's too much going on right now and I'm gonna be late. Okay, so right now I'm in the studio and there's a photo shoot happening. I'm gonna try to move the camera a little bit so y'all can see. Trying to get some work done. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so right now we're on our way to a completely different location. I guess this lady that has been at the center of today is getting her photo shoots taken for a book she's selling and a program that she's offering, which is cool. I'm gonna be honest, this was not what I was expecting. I thought that she was like shooting a movie. So she's just a photographer, and that's cool. That's very cool. I could be educated more on the photography aspect of my business, working with my camera and learning how to take good shots, good angles, working with clients and all that. So that's something that I plan on milking from her, the information I plan on receiving from her, but that's okay. That's okay. This is still a good experience, a good environment for me to be in. What are we talking about here? Why are we getting on the highway? How far is this place? Okay, guys, I gotta focus. So can you just tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
So, my name is Zagon Nuwada, Seven Eyes Seraphim Allah El Bay, and I am the garden manager. I am the garden advisor. I am the garden guardian. I am the garden caretaker. And what I do here is make sure that I meet the needs of every part of this garden, from the labyrinth to our garden beds to the lawn care to the trimming to the edging. And also, I'm part of the nonprofit organization with Andre Lee Ellis called The Cage, Community Agricultural Growing Experiences. Here we work with young black boys 12 to 18, probably 21, and we teach them how to cultivate the land, but we build character. We teach them discipline. We teach them what it means to go through the growing process. And what's part of the growing process? Weeding is one of them. Watering is the next thing. We pull weeds to ensure growth, but you can't just pull the weed at the top, because no situation is rooted at the top. It's always rooted at the bottom, within the soil. So you have to dig deep in order to get to the root of the problem, in order to exterminate it. And that's what we teach them to do with their own lives. When facing problems, you got to get to the root of it. And sometimes it takes a lot of deep digging. And in the process of deep digging, it hurts. But through hurt and pain, there's healing and rejuvenation. And that's what we do here at the garden.
What inspired you to do this? Like,
well,
starting off?
It's interesting. They say God answers prayer, the universe answers prayer, the ancestors hear you when you speak. And so I inquire a lot. I inquire a lot from the spirit, the energy. And so what I do is I ask, because I know in asking it shall be given. I seek, because I know in looking for it I will find it. I knock, and sometimes I don't even have to knock because the door is already answered and they're awaiting my presence. So it's just being in that process to learn, to want to have it on my own, you know, doing this because I love gardening. I do it with my aunt. My aunt P, she has a garden for herself. My grandmother had a garden, the most beautiful rose bush, berry tree, pine tree. She grew lavender in her yard. She grew roses, you know, and besides the money, because I made good money doing landscaping, besides the money, it was just the piece of knowing how to cut grass, doing the diamond cut, doing the straight cuts, looking at your lines, seeing the patterns in the grass. Like, it was just beautiful to become skilled at doing it, and then to see other people love your work and pay you well and give you a tip, you know. So that's what encouraged me. That's what motivated me to do it. Is just making other people happy, providing a good service is what I can overall say. Seeing that smile, seeing the worry gone, because a lot of people worry about their yards. A lot of people worry about people want to walk barefoot in their yards without stepping on glass and pollution and stuff like that. So if they had someone who was passionate, compassionate about it, you know, engaged with it, knew what they were doing, took the time out to study it and care for it, guess what? Every lawn in America, every lawn everywhere we go will look beautiful, because people would really appreciate and wouldn't take for granted agriculture and landscaping. You know, it's part of our lives. It's part of who we are. Look at a barber when they cut hair. You know, it's the same thing as cutting grass. You don't want to cut your grass too low to where it's revealing patches in your yard. You know, you want to cut it to where all the grass is even and it's a beautiful blanket of green. You know, that's what we want to do.
I love that.
Yeah, most definitely. Nature is beautiful. We need to embrace it more and really cherish it more, because it helps us live longer, whether we know it or not. We are just like the plants. We are just like these trees. We are just like these flowers. We are just like the grass. A student asked the master, "How do you know when you truly love someone?" And the master said, "When you look at the flowers of the field, would you leave it there and admire it where it is, or would you pluck it up and take it home?"
Probably leave it there.
Right? Because plucking it up ruins the connection.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So just to admire and to cherish one's natural state is love. You don't try to pluck it up from its natural habitat where it flourishes at, or it'll wither away and die, and its beauty will be no more. Wow. And so that's life. And that's XEGON in a nutshell.
Was that too fast? You're good.
Oh, wow!
They told us, don't you ever come around here. Don't want to see you, but you... She was like, and I'm ready. And no.
You got this is for real.
That nigga Donovan doing out here for a minute.
Doing good.
Huh?
You're doing good. Yeah.
Mine looking beautiful.
They sure do. That look good.